Answer me. Will you do it or not? Tilia's voice trembled faintly. Her fist, with white knuckles standing out, was clenched tightly as if trying to stifle that tremor. But she couldn't stop her voice from cracking at the end. Hurry up and answer. I need to make a decision. Sunlight filtered down in leaf-shaped fragments. Beneath a tree's shadow, where the scattered light seeped in here and there, Ilex Davenport, who was half reclined on a bench, slowly lifted his gaze. His blue-gray eyes, revealed beneath long eyelashes, resembled dull yet beautiful glass marbles abandoned in a playground. As if the sudden sunlight was too bright, his perfectly balanced face frowned ever so slightly. However, the sun's rays seemed reluctant to leave his face, which resembled their own. The straight beam of light highlighted his tousled blonde hair, his sharp nose, and the jawline that completed the flawless picture. For a moment, only a meaningless exchange of glances passed in the silence. Why isn't he answering? While Ilex lazily leaned on the bench, gazing at the woman who had made such a lewd demand, Tilia's insides burned, much like a fish tossed onto dry land. I need to find someone else. At the very moment she decided to turn and walk away in haste, a low voice, as though spoken underwater, stopped her in her tracks. If I don't sleep with you, his unexpected words grabbed her feet. Are you going to sleep with someone else? The beautiful lips that spoke those words uttered a sentence she hadn't anticipated. What? Tilia stared at him in disbelief, unsure if she had heard him correctly. If I don't do it, are you going to roll around with another bastard instead? Had she misheard? But no, he graciously repeated it with even cruder words. If I don't, will you sleep with some other guy? Tilia's red lips bit down as she turned her head sideways. Watching her from below, Ilex's eyes narrowed in the same way they had when facing the sun. Yes. Tilia, not noticing his expression, belatedly turned her head back and answered, I'll roll around with another guy. Her declaration sounded almost solemn. At her words, his previously calm face finally showed signs of change. Like realizing the significance of clear skies only after a storm had ravaged the land, Tilia suddenly noticed that Alex had maintained a certain tranquility until that moment. Like thin paper absorbing paint, his blue-gray eyes quickly darkened with an unreadable emotion. Is that so? His lips smiled, but his face was far from joyful. Then I guess we should sleep together. His light tone belied the weight behind his words. Davenport, who had confused her with the contradiction between his gentle voice and the sharp glint in his eyes, slowly rose from his seat. As he stood, a certain image flashed in her mind. An unfrequented forest, a black serpent slowly crawling out of a dark, damp cave, a venomous snake raising its head and preparing to strike. Only when the man who had been sitting on the low bench stood up did Tilia realize just how large he truly was. Ilex Davenport was excessively tall and solid. Standing before him felt like being trapped in the shadow of a towering wall, and Tilia felt a primal sense of danger. Could I really use him as a tool? Could I discard him at my convenience after using him as I please? Sleep with me. Ilex caught her before she could take a step back instinctively. Underneath his cold blue-gray gaze, a crooked smile played on his lips. Can't let another guy have all the fun. Unconsciously, Tilia hid her sweaty palms behind her back. To solve her problem, she had to sleep with someone. And at this moment, there was no better option than this man. So why? Despite choosing him out of necessity, she couldn't shake the feeling that she had somehow fallen into a trap. As the sunlight poured over Ilex Davenport standing before her, he whispered brightly under the blinding sky, I've wanted to sleep with you for a while now.